What up YouTube, it's your boy Anime Specialist. So the anime Dr.STONE has finally aired for the first time and it was an amazing experience. I liked it a lot, and this is the kind of anime that I have to take a lot of notes, to remember what they talked about in the specific episode, and that's what I did. So let's get right to it, man. The episode was great in my opinion, and I think the way that they introduced the characters and the story was amazing. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the characters, and we know that the main character is Senku. He's basically the scientist. The way that they introduced Senku as the main character was a little bit different, because at the beginning of the episode they didn't really emphasize that he was the main character. It was mainly about Taiju and his love interest. I think her name was Yuzuria or something like that, so it was a little bit different. He was introduced as the main character a little bit later in the episode, and I liked it. It was mostly about the secondary character in the beginning of the episode, Taiju. So he's one of the secondary characters. For now, that's the only two characters really that we know. We know a little bit about Yuzuria, the love interest of Taiju, so that's the three characters that we know about so far. When I watched the first two trailers of the Dr.STONE anime, I actually thought that Yuzuria was gonna be Senku's love interest, but it was actually Taiju's love interest. I thought that Yuzuria was gonna be in love with Senku, but it seems like she's also in love with Taiju, so I was actually surprised. Anyway, there's only a few things that we know as of this week's episode. We know that humanity and some animals were turned into stones. We don't know if someone turned them into stone. We don't know what the hell happened, but I guess that we'll figure this out throughout this series. We know that Taiju and Senku woke up and got out of the stone state 3,700 years after they were turned into stone. So it went from year 2038 to year 5738. So that's, like I said, 3,700 years after they were turned to stone. So that's crazy, man, because when they woke up, the civilization was gone. There wasn't any really building. Everything was destroyed. And I just want to say that if that happened in real life, they showed it a little bit in this week's episode, but it would be a disaster, man. Everything that we built would be destroyed. Everyone that was in a car had an accident and died in this accident because they turned into stone and then they broke. There was some plane crashing. Everything would have been destroyed. It would be devastation. So that's crazy, man. But like I said, they woke up, the civilization was gone, everyone except them was turned still into stone. So that's the things that we know so far. I'm gonna talk about other few things a little bit later, but yeah, I took a screenshot of the civilization and the buildings a few years after the fact. Nature is taking over. I think that is a little bit before Senku and Taiju even wake up, so I don't think that these buildings are still standing up when they woke up. I'm not really sure, so we'll see. So yeah, it's crazy, man, but for now I don't think somebody did that to them. I don't think that somebody turned them into stone. I just think that the planet, it was in a way saying something to them that they're not needed anymore, that they're destroying the planet or something like that, because in real life right now we are destroying our planet, with pollution, with everything. We are destroying animal lives. We're doing a lot of bad things as a human being, as the human race, so I think that is the planet doing something to us in a way. I'm not really sure. That's one of my theories, but we'll see. Like I said a little bit earlier in the video, I said that Senku and Taiju woke up 3,700 years after they were turned into stone, and the reason that we know that is, first of all, Senku is a genius. Second of all, he counted every single second from when he turned into stone to when he woke up, and that's kind of crazy, because counting every single second for 3,700 years isn't really possible. I couldn't do that. You have to be really mentally strong to be able to do that, because he was fighting a lot in his head, because I guess that when you turn into stone, you lose consciousness, but he was fighting that, so he got to be really mentally strong. And it was the same thing for Taiju. The only reason that he stayed conscious for 3700 years is because of Yuzuriya, because of his love for Yuzuriya. So that's kind of crazy that they were able to stay conscious for 3700 years. I don't know how I could have done that. I don't know if it's even possible, but yeah, man, it's kind of crazy, because it's not like they could see something. They were in darkness, like they said, so that's crazy, man. Anyway, Senku woke up 6 months before Taiju, so in those 6 months he was able to make a house. It was a wood house. He was able to have rations of food or anything like that, so he was able to survive in the wild for 6 months alone. And then a few months later, 6 months after, Taiju woke up, but it wasn't a coincidence, they were woke up and got out of the stone state by something, and this something is, I think it's called nitric acid. That's what Senku said, but I don't think it's only nitric acid. They talked about it a little bit later in the episode, so I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later in the video. But it's something interesting, because first of all, Senku said that they were basically in the same place, in the caves. They were obviously 3700 years. There was flood, there was storms, there was a lot of things that happened, so they kind of were in the same place when the nitric acid woke them up, so it's not a coincidence. Senku saw Taiju and Stone, so he put him right under where the nitric acid was, so that woke them up. But like I said, it wasn't really the nitric acid, it was something else mixed with it, it seems like, so we still don't know exactly what happened, but yeah. So when Taiju woke up, Senku was finally able to develop his plan, because Senku is the brain. He's the one that is going to figure out everything, and Taiju is the muscle. He's the one that is going to construct. He's the one that is going to chase. He's going to bring the food, everything. So that's a great team up. But it took them a year to figure out how to take someone out of their stone state, and the way that they did that, obviously Senku was experimenting with the nitric acid all year long, and he figured out something. So I think it's a mix between nitric acid and alcohol. I'm not really sure. It's really complicated, but it seems like it's a mix of the two to take someone out of the stone states. So it took Senku a year to figure out the mix between the two, but he was finally able to use it on a bird, and it actually worked. The bird actually got out of the stone state. So I guess the next stage is to try it out on a human, and this human I think will be Yuzuya, my bad, Taiju's love interest. Obviously this is a shonen anime, and in every shonen anime the main character has a goal, like Naruto, Goku, Ichigo, Asta. Every single shonen main characters have a goal, and in this anime, Dr.STONE anime, Senku is the main character. So his goal basically is to figure out how they turned it to stone, and another one of his goals is to bring back humanity at the top. So right now they kind of are at the bottom of the chain, but he wants to bring them back at the top. So one, figure out how they turned it to stone, and two, to bring humanity at the top. Bring back humanity at the top. So I think that's two great goals. I like them a lot. So we'll see, man, what's gonna happen in this anime. So far I like it a lot. It was only the first episode, but it's a bit different from other shonen anime that I've watched. You have to think a lot, you have to take notes, in my opinion, and it's gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Also, a little something that I wanted to say is that on Senku's outfit there's the E equal MC2 formula, so I think it's great because everyone that is grown up enough knows that formula. So I think it's great that in a shonen scientific anime there's this formula on Senku's outfit, so that was great. But anyway, man, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know your first impression on this anime, because I'm an anime only watcher, so I don't read the manga. So for those who are also anime onlys, let me know what are your first impression. For the manga readers, let me know how the anime adaptation was for this week's episode. So yeah, like I said, I think it was a great episode. It was a great first episode, and I can't wait for what's coming next, man. I will do Dr. Stone anime reviews every Friday, so subscribe for that. I'm gonna do it weekly because I think it's gonna be great and I like it a lot right now. So we'll see, man. I don't know how many episodes there will be for the first season. I don't even know if it's gonna be a continuation series or if it's gonna be season by season, so we'll see. And I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, like I said, Dr. Stone reviews right now on Fridays, One Piece reviews on Saturdays, Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer reviews on Saturdays, and I'm gonna review the first 2 episodes of the Fire Force anime that is airing and starting, I think, this Saturday. So stay tuned for that. There's a lot of new things coming to my channel, sorry, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a great month for anime. The One Piece Wano arc starts tomorrow, I think, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great arc. There's a new director, so the animation and art is gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that. But yeah, man, there's a lot of things on my channel right now: Black Clover, Dr. Stone, One Piece, Kimetsu no Yaiba. There's gonna be Fire Force. There's a lot of great anime right now that I'm gonna review, and I can't wait for you guys to talk with me about it and discuss it. The opening for the Dr. Stone anime was at the end of the episode, not at the beginning. They do that sometimes for the first episode of a series, and I thought it was okay. I looked at the visuals a little bit. I didn't really analyze it, and I don't think I'm gonna do it because I want to be surprised. And the song was okay, so I'm not really gonna analyze the opening for this anime. But yeah, it was good. It was okay. But yeah, man, thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna review this anime weekly, so stay tuned. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, man. Anime Specialist out. Peace.